sitting on the side of the road. G'day, Grooves. I was going to go live from the gym car park, but some of you know this road and how bad the reception is. The gym has little or no reception for the car park. It has improved. Damn, Siren's coffee van not there. Could have killed one of their oat breakfast cookies. Just going up live, just as a bit of an update of where the hell I've been. Well, I haven't been able to do much apart from go live on my phone, and it's my day off. And it's the first day off I've had absolutely no appointments in my diary. But I've still decided I'm going to do all of my errands today, so tomorrow is also a day off. Hey, Samantha, Scout, hey! We will cut out in a minute here. But just really wanted to go live and give her an update on where I'm at with everything. And I had to work last night, and my Finn's live drone. He's horrible about me when I'm not there. I mean, he's horrible about me when I am there. It's even more horrible. I'm hoping German pops in because German, he I was listening to because I was driving, but I had a look at the chat replay, and when I got home, not driving. So I do want to explain the rules of the batshit voting system, because Jamin was accusing Finn of being a cheat, and he wasn't. But yeah, so I'm on my way to Harvey Norman to see if my computer can be salvaged. But also, I've got another device from a job that I had where the computers that we were given, like I was given a Surface Pro, was part of his salary package, so you got to keep it. But the way the offices were set up, they had docking stations, and you weren't able to take the docking station or even a charging cable. So, well, there weren't any charging cables because they had a docking station. But I'm thinking while my computer is being treated in the computer hospital, firstly, I want to find out if I took out insurance on this laptop. I usually do, but I also used to buy them through this thing called FlexiRent, because you'd get a free upgrade to the next version of your computer every 2 years. But one of my laptops developed a crack in the screen, and it wasn't dropped or anything. It was just a design fault. And they actually emailed me and told me to keep an eye out for it because it was likely to happen, and it did. And the insurance, like, I got a completely brand new laptop, which is this one. So I'm hoping I had the foresight to continue with insurance. Having a background in insurance, I'm a big fan of it. I'm dealing with so many friggin' insurers. Every type of insurance I've got, except for my car insurance, touch wood, because we've already had a car drama this year. I'm dealing with my house insurer. I'm dealing with my private health insurer. I'm dealing now with my potential laptop insurer. Can't get away from it, man. You fell asleep and didn't get to vote. It was really funny because there was a draw in the votes. So, as is the way with that shit, when there's a draw, we then do a poll and we put the two things that tied. Sometimes we've had three before. We had a three-way tie. So, as you guys know, I create the poll and then the audience re-votes, but they can only vote for the stories that tied, that got the same number of votes in the original voting. But Joman was saying in the chat that Finn was cheating because there were only two stories in the poll. And Finn did say to him, well, that's because they tied, and so we have a poll so you guys can pick an outright winner from the two top stories. But Joman thought he was cheating and said he couldn't wait for me to come back. But he actually wasn't cheating. He was doing what we do. I just don't think Joman realised why we have a poll. Because we don't always have a poll. But it was so funny, Cement, with you asleep, because the poll tied as well. I know there were 4 votes, and Finn's going, but there's 5 people watching. Who isn't voting? Take care, Cement. Good to see you, mate. Bit tricky for me to read chat at the moment, but yeah, I'm out of the warranty, Scout. But the insurance, that's why I take out insurance. That kicks in when the warranty ends. Well, it's there when you're under warranty as well. And then if it's not a warranty issue, then the insurance fixes it. So I spoke to a really lovely guy yesterday and taken in Harvey, because it's an HP Spectre, so his name is Harvey. They've all been called Harvey. And I did do some troubleshooting, and there are what's popping up when I do get a screen briefly is a troubleshooting thing, but when I've been selecting what YouTube told me to select, the screen has just then gone blank, or it's told me I have to unplug the power, and as soon as I do that, even though it's got like 90% battery, I just got a black screen. There's a glitch in the matrix, so taking it in, but I just thought I'd go live and fill you guys in. But so anyway, I've got this Surface Pro, and I'm going to buy a docking station for that, and also a little monitor, well, bigger than my screen anyway, and a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. And hopefully this computer will be revived. But if not, I'll be able to go live, hopefully with the Surface Pro. But I might also be buying myself, if my computer can't be revived or insurance doesn't give me another one, then I'm just going to get a whole new setup. But I'm also spending some of this weekend, now that my knee's behaving, I'm making a little home office in one of my spare rooms. And that will, because I'm tired of having my YouTube set up in my living room. I know everyone loves looking at my living room, but, you know, if people come over for lunch and dinner, I've got to pull the whole thing apart. And also, I like smooth lines, and it just makes me feel like the room looks cluttered, having all this bloody cables and camera. So I'm going to make a little home office with a permanent setup and a 1992 gigantic printer in the background, a la Bullhorn Betty. Hey, Mel Mac. Hey, Bristol. And then I'm also, not today, but on the weekend maybe, I've worked out if I get a bracket set up in my kitchen, I can have like a camera permanently in the kitchen, and then I can just plug in my laptop, plug in the camera and the microphone, bang, away we go. So yeah, I'm probably a new laptop. I won't be getting the new laptop today. I want to wait and see what the deal is with Harvey. And then it'll be really easy to go live from the kitchen. Just whack in the camera because I've got 2 cameras. I had the foresight to buy a second one because of the packing down my living room, setting up the kitchen, packing down the kitchen, setting up the living room. And if there's a little sort of bracket which will hold the camera in the right spot, pip, pip, and away we go. Scout's favourite causeway coming up. Yeah. Um, so that's that. Smooth Criminal Channel got a very nasty letter from YouTube too. I don't even want to go into what it was about, but essentially, and I'm going to send it to Finn because Finn really does need to be very careful with some of the things that he says on our show. And we're up to like 74 episodes of batshit. It's a lot of time we've put into the show, and it would be really, really bad if that channel got erased by YouTube. I am going to write to YouTube. I'm going to dispute what they've said because they haven't taken any action. They've told me because it's my first offence, it's a community guidelines issue, that they're going to be nice, play fair, but if I do it again, they will strike my channel. I was like, wow. Another Mel in chat. Mel, hello, beautiful. I've just taken you on a little drive with me. Even though I pay for extra cloud storage every week, I keep getting emails saying you don't have any storage. And I keep saying, yes, I fucking do. And I'm actually paying for it. And here are all the receipts. So nothing has uploaded and been saved in my cloud. Well, not whatever the Microsoft version is, Google Drive or whatever it's called. But yeah, there's no human being I can contact and speak to. There's no email address you can write to. Awesome. It's fucked. So yeah. Hey Kylie. So nothing's been. Sorry, I'm not able to read chat, guys. Bit of driving going on. Look at that sky. It's a lovely 12 degrees Celsius. It's actually 19 yesterday. It was really warm. It was lovely. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But today I will be leaving with, hopefully, it'd be great if I'm leaving with a new laptop. If they say they just need an hour or something, I'll be like, cool, I'll go and get some lunch. There's a gorgeous little Italian cafe, wood-fired pizza joint near where I'm going. And I'll be like, no worries, I'll go and get myself some lunch and I'll be back. That'll be the best case scenario. And then I'm still going to be buying a docking station because the docking station for the Surface Pro is the same one as for Harvey. And I'm going to get a little, like a monitor. Because I don't like large laptops. I like to be able to take them with me and they don't weigh a friggin' ton. And a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. And on the weekend, I'm going to start setting up my, well, am I? Now that I think about it, I might still be in the living room for a while because my insurance claim is still out there in the ether waiting to be officially notified whether it's been accepted or denied. So if it gets accepted, I'm actually going to have to vacate the house with Sunny. Hopefully not for too long, but there's probably no point setting up the home office YouTube room slash second spare room if I've got to pack it all down because I've got to move out for a few months with Sunny. There's all these things going on in my life that everything depends on something else falling into place, which is, that's what life is like. But not much is in my control at the moment. Like, I'm just relying on other people for a lot of things. And I don't mind handing over control. That's why I love travelling. People who love travelling and flying are quite okay in not having any frigging control over with flying your life. But there's still a chain of events that has to happen for something else to happen. And sort of waiting for that next step in the chain is fine, but could some of them just, hurry up? I found the leak in my house the same week my car broke down and my knee dislocated itself, my kneecap. So that day was March the 30th, and it's fucking June next week. Like, Jesus. I mean, I know the wheels of justice move very slowly, but does all of this stuff have to? I will have a quick chat with you in the car park, but then I want to rush in and get this. Well, I want to get the laptop in so I can get one step closer to knowing whether I'm about to hand over a huge chunk of money or leave with a brand new laptop covered by insurance. And I did look at possible new laptops, and as much as I love Spectres, I've had 3 of them now. They're stupid expensive. And HP now has another laptop. Well, they may have had it for a few years. I don't know. But this laptop that this dude was telling me is pretty much a Spectre just without the price tag. It's an HP Envy, and they're gorgeous. But he was saying that, the insurance replaces to the value of the latest model of whatever type of laptop you've got. So I've got a Spectre, and he was saying you'd probably be able to get the Envy, the docking station, the monitor, and the keyboard and mouse, and if not all of it, most of it, because the Envies at the moment are like on some sort of crazy flash sale. And I'm probably looking at about $3,000 replacement value, and they're selling at the moment in here for $1,400, the Envies. And he said, so we could probably package deal you all that stuff for around $3,000. So you don't just get the new laptop, you get the new laptop plus all the setup, monitor, docking station, the works. It is like a domino effect. And I got a little bit excited about the builders. I know I chatted with you guys about it last week. Or was it on Monday? Recently. You wanker. Cars that do that really give me the shits. Fucking wanker. There's a line for a reason. At an intersection, they're like, yeah, I'll just stick my car half a metre out over the line because that's not a fucking hazard. Yeah, how everything shits itself at once. I know. It's ridiculous, right? Car, house, knee, computer. Who said they happen in 3s? They happen in 4s.
Harvey Normal. G'day, Harvey. Alex will be very excited to diagnose Harvey. I'll chat to you for a few minutes. I'll have a ciggy before I head in. Yeah, everything shoots itself away. So yeah, I was a bit excited because, but not like popping champagne. And I said that the other day because I've been contacted by another building company regarding my house issue, and I was like, well, they've already sent out a plumber to submit a report. They've sent out a builder who submitted their report last week, and suddenly I get contacted by this building company. It's like, I know what I've worked for an insurance company. Like if they get an opportunity to deny a claim, like anything that happens, and they can go, sorry, not covered, they do it straight away. So I was thinking, why are they spending money on another building company? Like if my builder has said enough for them to deny it, surely they'd just deny it. They wouldn't be spending more money on another lot of builders. But I didn't want to pop the champagne. I'm like, you never celebrate until there's a signature on the dotted line. It's the conservative lawyer in me. And it's advice I give everyone, including my clients. So these really lovely guys rocked up yesterday morning. My day yesterday was just insanity. I had 7 appointments. It was busier than a work day. It was fucking crazy. But anyway, it kicked off at 7:30 with Sam and Tom on my doorstep. Both lovely guys. And they said, oh, just so you know, because I said, I've heard from you guys, but I haven't heard from Allianz. And they said, oh, you will, but just so you know, we were already down here. So it's a building company they're based in Brisbane, or in Queensland and in Tasmania, because the owner originally was he's Tasmanian, but he ended up moving to Queensland. So he had a building company here, and he went to Queensland and set up his building company there too. So they look after Queensland and Tassie, and they are one of the things that this company does is insurance repair jobs. But Sam told me that they were down here working on. Oh, there's my mate Alex bringing out some stuff, the guy that I'm meant to be seeing. So this is perfect that I just did here. He's helping someone carry things out to his car. Alex, you're just the loveliest man ever. So that's good timing. Yeah, 7 appointments. It was insane. But my niece's partner came and did my garden yesterday, and it looks amazing. Jackson did an incredible job, so that was cool. It was lovely to get home, and my place just looks incredible. But anyway, he did my neighbour's place too, and she's over the moon as well. So yay, Jackson. So anyway, they were down here working on some jobs, and they'd gotten an alert from Allianz, who's my insurer, that there's another Tasmanian address that they might be working on. So they just decided to jump the gun and come and have a look at it and confirm what my the original building inspection said, and also submit a scope of works in the off chance my claim is approved and they don't have to do a separate flight down to do that. So they kind of said to me, don't party just yet because it hasn't been accepted, but we just decided since we were here at our cost, we're happy to absorb the cost if the claim doesn't get accepted. We'd at least come and do it. And so we've got all of the information, and if it gets accepted, we can just go bang and we can get on with the work. So yeah, I'm not out of the woods yet with the house. But I did also ask them if it was a job that they would be interested in doing in the event my claim is denied. And they said they would be happy to do it because they absolutely love where I live. And they were like, working down here for a while. They couldn't give me a time frame, but they said it is a complete bathroom refurb job. So then I've got to have a think about whether I want to go completely broke and fund completely redoing a bathroom. I'm still, if it gets denied, I'm still going to get legal advice to see if there's still an option to sue my builder, which I don't want to do, but it's business. I agree, Scout. Put the vibes out there because I have also found another builder who is quite happy to do what I'm calling the Dodgers Ferry patch job, which is essentially going to be a way to fix the current issue. It will require an annual regrouting exercise. And then when I get my superannuation, I'll do it then because I'll have the money. I'll do a proper bathroom refurb. But I don't want to have to find 25, 30 grand to do a complete overhaul of a bathroom that's only 8 years old. I'm quite happy to do the Dodgers Ferry patch job, which will be more like between 5 and 10 grand, which still makes me want to cry, but it's way better than the alternative. So that's where we are with that. So send out positive vibes at Allianz, or that Sam and Tom said, yeah, it is a fixed drain pipe issue. And they accept my claim and it all gets covered. And they did say that the original building report said temporary accommodation would be required in the scope of works. And the policy that I have, you get to take on accommodation at a cost that would be the same per week as what you would get as a rent. Like if you had a tenant, like you rented out, if I rented out my house, whatever I could get rent wise is what they will cover up to. And fortunately for me, where I live now, not when I first built there, but now everyone wants to live there. So the rents are really high, especially with a 3-bedroom place. So Sonny and I will get to move to some pretty decent accommodation. Praise be. That being said, my uncle and auntie own an apartment in Battery Point in the city, which they have also said they would be more than happy for me to use. But I figure if the insurer is prepared to pay $500 a week for Sonny and I think we should just get accommodation, right? Go and stay in a groovy hotel somewhere or a bed. There's an Airbnb at the end of my street that's cat friendly, so that would be my ideal. All right, so we've now got to send out positive vibes about Harvey. I'm either going to be walking out of here with a new laptop and mountains of boxes of things, or I'm going to be walking out here with boxes of things and I'm going to hopefully be able to go live from my Surface Pro. It doesn't have the guts that my laptop has got. So if they think that the computer's rooted and they can still get everything off it, but it's rooted and the getting a new HP Envy is a possibility under the insurance, then that's what I'll be doing. Thanks, Scout. The luck of the Irish. The one thing I do know is I'm going to be in here for at least an hour, maybe 2. That's how long it's going to take. But you got this, girl. I'm hoping they say, yeah, we can salvage everything, but the computer itself is pretty much screwed. Yes, you do have insurance. This computer was worth $3,000 when you got it. We can put together a $3,000 package with a new HP Envy. Blah, blah, blah. Worst case scenario, I'll find out if I can stream from the Surface Pro. And I'll be buying a monitor, keyboard, and docking station. Oh my God, Sunny is so funny at the moment. She She's so fluffy. Like she's doubled in size, tripled possibly. She's just this giant grey pom pom with feet. She's so round. Her head is like twice the size it usually is because there's so much winter coat. Like her winter coat came in fast and furious and it's huge. I'm going to get a footage of her. I want to get a little video for my channel of what it's like to come home to Sunny and just what I get to see. Because seeing her running down the hallway, like towards the kitchen, like running away from me, she's at the front door waiting, but tearing off down to get to the kitchen and the view from behind, it makes me laugh so much. She's so fucking gorgeous. So I thought I'll have a camera rigged up and walk in and actually get footage of it and put some music under it because it's the cutest thing ever. Hopefully I'll get her walking up the hallway to greet me because she's like a supermodel on a catwalk. And then she turns around and runs back towards the kitchen and she's pigeon-toed with a big round bum. It's fucking hilarious. She cracks me up so much. But she's also, because it's been cold, she's giving the ottoman a breather during the morning because I've got an armchair near the window that gets sun on it, and we call it Papa's chair. My dad was known as Papa by his grandchildren. So she's actually been hanging out on Papa's chair as well. So what I've got to do when she's not on the friggin' ottoman is give it a really good vacuum because she's got so much fluff. Her ottoman now, the top layer of it where she lies, it's just like a grey fluffy blanket that she's shed. She absolutely despises my Dyson, but I'm going to bring it out and just reduce the amount of fluff on that friggin' thing because it looks grey. And not that I mind that it being grey, it actually matches the house better than the green that it is, but she's so cute though. And yeah, I'll get a little video because I think that'll be gorgeous. All right. My computer and I are going in. Wish me luck. And hopefully I'll be able to go live, not on my phone. If I have to, I'm going to go live from my phone. I mentioned a really horrible story on Monday of an elderly lady. She's 94 with dementia who was wandering around outside the care facility where she lived at 3:00 in the morning with a walker, but she also had a little serrated, blanket. I've thought about weaving her fur. I could. The amount I've got, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, this poor thing, she had a little serrated steak knife in her hand, but was using both hands to move her walker. And the cops were called, and one of the cops tasered her. And it made her fall back and smack her head on a concrete path. Mrs. Noland, her name is. Anyway, the cop was stood down with pay, subject to an investigation. She passed away yesterday. She died. So he's currently facing sort of like grievous bodily harm charges, but will it be upgraded to murder? It bloody well should be. So I want to talk about her. I still want to talk about the fucking horrible story. It's just the worst. And may she rest in peace, like the poor thing. Also rest in peace, Tina Turner. That was really sad news. Australia has a very strong connection with her. I'd be really keen to chat about her at some point too. And I still want to talk about how some reputable Australian media outlets are very vocal at the moment about the shitty speculation that's happening now when people die. And there is a component to it that I will not be covering based on the threatening email I got from YouTube on my Smooth Criminal channel about a particular topic. I'm not going to cover that at all, even though people who like to go down the sea theory road have also been at play with this particular story. I'm not going to be talking about it at all. I will be sending Finn screenshots of the letter I got from YouTube because he is very vocal about that global pandemic we had. And I was actually debunking how ridiculous the theories were. And I've been warned by YouTube that if you give out misinformation, you'll get a strike. And I'm going to write back to them and say, I was actually criticising the people who put misinformation out there, not putting misinformation out there. But yeah, I was pretty surprised to get that little email from YouTube. But yeah, so I want to talk about how reputable Australian media outlets are being very critical of the dangers of speculation and also how pointless it is. So that's going to be a good live. I also want to react to that lawyer, talking about the whole Brian Koberger thing, because I listened to Peter and he tried to explain what that whole silent plea thing was about, and it really still doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's something we don't have here. This is something so alien to me. So, yeah, I'm going to do a reaction to Peter explaining it because I just can't get my head around it. But now I'm going to go and see Alex. Wish me luck, Grievers. Hopefully I'll be walking out of here soon with all kinds of things that will enable me to go live from home. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do lives from my phone, and that means sharing things that I want to share on some of these lives I'm not going to be able to do. But lots of lives coming up over the next 3-4 days. And I can't wait because I love hanging out with you beautiful people. So stay groovy, everyone, and I'll see you again very soon when I learn how to talk proper. Bye.